the little birthday girl. Well, is it birthday or gotcha day? Let's see what happens when I hit. Hi, Chase. Oh, cool. Point your camera at any page in the book and listen to that animal's song, or click the arrow to begin. Oh, this is really interesting. All right, but I want to kind of give this a an introduction first. So we are going to read this first. Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. All right. So, without further ado. All right. As you can see, we've had this for a long time because it still has Bonnie's maiden name. It says Bonnie Jones. So this is at least a 20-year-old book. For Robert Letcher, with love and thanks. Copyright 1972. Second Aladdin Books edition, 1987. So I went to sleep with gum in my mouth, and now there's gum in my hair. And when I got out of bed this morning, I tripped on the skateboard, and by mistake, I dropped my sweater in the sink while the water was running, and I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. So here's the picture. All right. At breakfast, Anthony found a Corvette Stingray car kit in his breakfast cereal box. And Nick found a junior undercover agent code ring in his breakfast cereal box. But in my breakfast cereal box, all I found was breakfast cereal. I think I'll move to Australia. I don't know why Australia. In the carpool, Mrs. Gibson let Becky have a seat by the window. Audrey and Elliot got seats by the window too. I said I was being scrunched. I said I was being smushed. I said if I don't get a seat by the window, I am going to be car sick. No one even answered. I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. At school, Mrs. Dickens liked Paul's picture of the sailboat better than my picture of the invisible castle. At singing time, she said I sang too loud. At counting time, she said I left out 16. Who needs 16? I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. I could tell because Paul said I wasn't his best friend anymore. He said that Philip Parker was his best friend, and that Albert Moyo was his next best friend, and that I was only his third best friend. I hope you sit on a tack, I said to Paul. I hope the next time you get a double-decker strawberry ice cream cone, the ice cream part falls off the cone part and lands in Australia. I I think he's having a bad day. There were 2 cupcakes in Philip Parker's lunch bag, and Albert got a Hershey bar with almonds, and Paul's mother gave him a piece of jelly roll that had little coconut sprinkles on the top. Guess whose mother forgot to put in dessert? It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. That's what it was, because after school, my mom took us all to the dentist, and Dr. Fields found a cavity just in me. Come back next week and I'll fix it, said Dr. Fields. Next week, I said, I'm going to Australia. Hello, Era. Hello, Jewel. On the way downstairs, the elevator door closed on my foot. And while we were waiting for my mom to go get the car, Anthony made me fall where it was muddy. And then when I started crying because of the mud, Nick said I was a crybaby. And while I was punching Nick for saying crybaby, my mom came back with the car and scolded me for being muddy and fighting.
I didn't understand that.
No, I wasn't talking to you. Goodbye. I have never used you, Bixby. Get out of here. Let me fix this. No, close off. There we go. Okay. So while I was punching Nick for saying crybaby, my mom came back with the car and scolded me for being muddy and fighting. I am having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. I told everybody. No one even answered. I think we've all had days like that. So then we went to the shoe store to buy some sneakers. Anthony chose white ones with blue stripes. Nick chose red ones with white stripes. I chose blue ones with red stripes. But then the shoe man said, sorry, we're all sold out. Oh, you're welcome, Ms. M. They made me buy plain old white ones, but they can't make me wear them. When we picked up my dad at his office, he said I couldn't play with his copying machine, but I forgot. He also said to watch out for the books on his desk, and I was careful as I could be, except for my elbow. He also said don't fool around with his phone, but I think I called Australia. My dad said, please don't pick him up anymore. It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. There were lima beans for dinner, and I hate limas. there was kissing on TV, and I hate kissing. My bath was too hot. I got soap in my eyes. My marble went down the drain. And I had to wear my railroad train pajamas. I hate my railroad train pajamas. When I went to bed, Nick took back the pillow he said I could keep, and the Mickey Mouse nightlight burned out and I bit my tongue. The cat wants to sleep with Anthony, not with me. It has been a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. My mom says some days are like that. So let me show you this picture. All right. So on this picture here, you can see the Mickey Mouse light. All right. On this picture here, you can see the kitty cat sleeping with the other kid. There. So my mom says there are some days like that, even in Australia. But everything is probably upside down. Whoop. Oh, there it goes. I was wondering why it wasn't focusing. So this is Alexander and the terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. So classic book. All right. So this next one, I first want to talk to you about it first. This is called Wild Symphony, and this book comes with its own app that you can play music by scanning each page. You're welcome, Ara. And I want to show you a couple different things with this. First of all, this is written by Dan Brown. Dan Brown is the guy who wrote the Da Vinci Code. Good night, Dutchie. So. And here's the other cool thing. I got a certificate of authenticity with Dan Brown's signature in it. It's one of the first ones that came out. They were actually supposed to send me 2 books. I think I paid for 2. And here's Dan Brown's signature in it. It's kind of cool. All right. So. Again, this is called Wild Symphony, includes music composed by Dan Brown. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to sync up the app so that each page will play music. Right? The inside says, "Are you ready for a wild adventure? Travel through the trees and across the seas with Maestro Mouse and his musical friends. You'll meet a big blue whale and speedy cheetahs, tiny beetles and graceful swans. Each has a special secret to share. Along the way, you might spot the surprises Maestro Mouse has left for you. A hiding buzzy bee, jumbled letters that spell out clues." Yeah, this is a Dan Brown book. "And even a coded message for you to solve." This is a #1 New York Times best-selling author. Dan Brown makes his picture book debut with this mindful, mysterious, musical, and uniquely entertaining book. Lost Girl. This book just came out. It came out within the last 2 months. It says it includes a free app and music composed by the author. See the first page for details. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take out the certificate of authenticity, and just take the cover off and just show you, like, here is some of the Wild Symphony instruments. Alright. So, let me find this app. Select to open. Let's put I have a folder that's called Fun. Wild Symphony done. Alright. So, again, little autograph from Dan Brown, and a secret message from Maestro Mouse. Psst, this is not a normal book. You can listen, not just look. If you want to, scan this square. Music soon will fill the air. If you would like to hear music while you read the book, just scan this QR code to visit wildsymphony.com and download the free app. So that's what I did, is I downloaded the free app. So it says point your camera at any page in the book and listen to that animal's song. So this is going to be cool. Alright. Alright, now where do I point it? Point your camera at any page. Okay. Camera. I'm so technological. Alright, let's try this again. Wild Symphony. And listen to that animal's song. Or click the arrow to begin. Alright, well, let's do it. Alright, here's the first page. Hi, I'm Maestro Mouse. I'll be your guide, so come along on my wild ride. You'll meet my friends. They're smart and fun. I think you'll love them, every one. They live in jungles, ponds, and trees, out in fields and under the seas. And I'm hitting the wrong button. All right. Each one teaches something new. A secret lesson just for you. My friends and I, we have a plan. Try to guess if you can. Listen well and use your eyes. I think you'll love our big surprise. I'll hide some clues along the way. A hidden game. Come on, let's play. Hold your phone over any page to continue. Okay. I don't know what I did, but it's working. So, can you guys hear the music? That's Maestro Mouse. Next one is Woodbird Welcome. This is what the music goes to. As the sun rays starts to glow, woodland birds all say hello. Honking, hooting, chirping, peeping, squawking, tweeting, cooing, cheeping. It's so noisy, all these birds, a jumbled rush of birdly words. But if you pause for not so long, you'll hear each bird's own personal song. Alright, let's see if, I think you're supposed to hover over. Still not getting the hang of this. Alright, here's the next page. Bouncing kangaroo. Kangaroo, teach me how to bounce like you. Bouncing high, bouncing low. Bouncing everywhere you go. Bounce to run, kaboing, kaboing. Bounce for fun, kaboing, kaboing. Kaboing, kaboing. I'm sorry. Bounce and eat, ka-choo, ka-choo. Bounce asleep, ka-snooze, ka-snooze. When you shake your kanga tail and bounce along the kanga trail, I wish I bounced like you. I want to be a kanga too. It's great to admire the skills of others, but don't forget that you have special talents too. Can you guys hear the music okay? Do you need me to? I'm worried that if I turn it off, that you won't hear me. Alright. Alright, let's go to the next page. Clumsy kittens. Alright. Jumping here, landing there, tabletop to kitchen chair, tree to fence to porch to roof, floor to couch to stool to oof. Even though they sometimes fall, they don't seem to mind at all. Always landing on their feet, never crying in defeat. When life trips them up a bit, cats just make the best of it. Falling down is part of life. The best thing to do is get back on your feet. And they got some cool pictures of cats here. Alright, next page. Go to the next page. It's some different music. Oh, nice page. The Ray. Hammerhead and moray eel loudly tell you how they feel, but the fish just stare and sigh when the ray goes gliding by. Strong and graceful, silent too. Could the ray be just like you? Oh, that's good, Tina. Sometimes a lot of noise is not the best way to get attention. Being quiet and graceful can work even better. So, very nice picture here of the ray. We got a hammerhead. We got the moray eel. Real nice picture. I have to figure out, because you're supposed to be able to, like, oh my God, I don't know, I just saw this. Do you see the cat underwater? Alright, next page. Happy hippo. The hippo loves a muddy pond with clumps of weeds to nibble on. He's happy just to float and munch. He's got his home, he's got his lunch. He doesn't wish he had the sky. Life's too short to moan and cry. He just wants to splash and sing. Life is such a simple thing. Sometimes you get so caught up in the confusing parts of life that you forget to enjoy the small things. Frogs in a bog. Croakers, peepers, happy frogs sing together in the bogs. Big ones, small ones, fat ones too. Green and brown and even blue. No one's right and no one's wrong. Everyone just sings along. All of us are different sizes, shapes, and colors. If we work together, we can make wonderful music. This is actually the music to the frogs. So, croakers, peepers, happy frogs sing together in the bogs. Big ones, small ones, fat ones too. Green and brown and even blue. No one's right and no one's wrong. Everyone just sings along. And Dan Brown wrote all of this music too. Alright. Next page. I think I'll wait, let the music play for a little bit and then start playing. This is called Anxious Ostrich. When she's stressed or feeling hurt, she sticks her head down in the dirt. Here she finds a peaceful space, and she doesn't feel so out of place. But soon her hiding trick must end to eat her lunch or see a friend. And once she spends some time away, she feels recharged to face the day. And here's the ostrich. All right, next one. Music is really, really great. I love the music. This is called the Armadillos Shell. An armadillo is really smart. He's got a shell. He's got a heart. He's got his shell when days are bad to keep out things that make him sad. But when his days are really good, he opens up just like he should. He's not afraid to show his heart. That's the way that friendships start. It's okay to block out bad things, but don't forget to open up and invite the good things in. Hey. The other one says, when you feel overwhelmed, it's okay to take time for yourself. So, they got the rhymes there, but then they have, basically what it means. So it's kind of cool. Hold your phone over any page to continue, which I'm doing, but you're not marking. All right, well, that's all right. Alright, next page. Dancing Boar. Alright, Derecho's even liking it. I was in the jungle once and heard some gruffly grunty grunts. I crept in closer to explore and saw a pack of frightful boar. Their snarly, sniffly snouts were scary. Curving tusks, all sharp and hairy. Then I saw, to my surprise, the boar was chasing butterflies. They spun, they twirled, they danced about, having fun, without a doubt. Their faces looked so fierce and mean. I guess some things aren't what they seem. And it says, sometimes nice things come in not so pretty packages. Look at those pictures. I don't see Pumbaa in there, do you? When I was a young warthog. Alright, next page. This is called Impatient Ponies. Love to gallop, never trot. Hate to stay in just one spot. Running circles, life's a race. Got to set a faster pace. Looking forward, never down. Missing clovers on the ground. As tomorrow comes your way, don't forget to live today. And then it says, tomorrow will be soon enough. Slow down and enjoy today. All right, next page. Hi, are you coming up to check everything out? This is called Wondrous Whale. The biggest creature of them all isn't hairy, mean, or tall. He's sleek and kind and soft and blue, long and smooth and gentle, too. 100 feet from mouth to tail. Yes, you guessed it, a big blue whale. A whale can do a wondrous thing. Underwater, he can sing. It's how he talks to other whales and shares with them his whaley tales. His voice can echo through the sea 200 miles and sometimes 3. So if you ever take a swim and dare to stick your head way in, you might just hear a distant song. A whale who hopes you'll sing along. If you listen carefully to nature, you'll hear conversations all around you. I think I've caught the little things that they're doing. Maybe? Yes. Because the page before was the horses. And look what's up there in a bubble. It's a horse. I think I kind of caught on to that. All right. So, next page. Next page is called Cheetah Chase. You can't see her creeping low, inching forward, slow, slow, slow. Even when you squint and stare, you see nothing. Nothing's there. And then whoosh, a flash of yellow fur, a streaking blaze, a cheetah blur. In a heartbeat, she can shift from super slow to super swift. But when a cheetah runs so fast, her cheetah speed will never last. And so she stops to breathe and rest. A baobab tree for naps is best, baobab. She gives a yawn and then a snore. And then pawoosh, she runs some more. It's important to give everything you got, but don't forget to rest and refill your tank. All right, next page. This is called Eager Elephant. Ta-ta-da, ta-ta-dee. Practice singing just like me. Yes, it's hard, but she won't quit. Soon she'll get the hang of it. Mama teaches, baby learns. Brother giggles in the ferns. Then at last she gets it right. Ta-ta-da, they'll dance at night. Nobody gets it right the first time. Just keep practicing. You'll catch on. So that's the elephants. Aha, good. All right. I thought the next page had a different song, and it does. This is called Rat Attack. You run and hide when rats are near, dash away and shake in fear. But if you stop and think a bit, you'll see it should be opposite. You're bigger, louder, smarter too. That rat should run away, not you. Sometimes we're afraid of the silliest things. You see the rats? Hi, Kiara. Kiara, you liking for the music? All right, we're going to the next page. This is called Busy Beetles. George and Paul and Ringo no, I'm just kidding. I was making that up. Sorry. All right, Busy Beetles. Busy beetles, digging with their little feetles, working slowly as a turtle, building homes and garden dirtle. But the beetles, bit by bittle, keep on going, never quittle. When at last their work is done, then it's time to have some fun. So, here's what that page looks like. All right. Next one. I think this is going to be a good one. Let me turn this up a little. This is called Spider on a Web. In the woods you stop and shriek, there's something sticky on your cheek. A spider's web you almost broke. Ugh! Oh yuck! You gasp and choke. But as you start to run away, there's something there that makes you stay. Diamonds somehow caught in flight, hanging in the bright moonlight. A shining net of silver gray. Who thought you'd see a web that way? A masterpiece some spiders spun. Now aren't you glad you didn't run? And it says here there's beauty in unexpected places. Keep your eyes open, you might be surprised. Oh, I love this one. This reminds me of something too. This is actually pretty relaxing, isn't it, with the music? And I just think this is wonderful. This is called Brilliant Bat. Even though a bat can't see, he never flies into a tree. He never smacks into your house. He's more than just a flying mouse. He has no sight, but he has no fears, because he knows how well he hears. He really doesn't need to see. He's learned to listen carefully. Being a good listener will always help you find your way. Alright, next page. Alright. Now, just to show you here, we talked about spiders on the last page, and if you look here, you see the spider here? Alright. The next page has something like that too. This is called Swan in the Mist. In the mist, I see a swan. By herself, her friends are gone. She must be sad there all alone, paddling softly on her own. But then I see she's got a smile. She wants to be alone a while. Time to think and time to rest. She likes this special time the best. And it says, time with family, friends is fun. Time alone can be special too. Alright, do you notice that there's a bat up here? Do you see the bat? This one's going to be good. This is called Cricket Lullaby. And of course there's a swan in here too. There are times when we just look like when we read a picture book. But if we use our ears to spy, there's more to life than meets the eye. At night a field looks dark and bare. Our eyes are certain nothing's there. But our ears hear things that the eyes can pass. But our ears hear crickets in the grass. Now and then, close your eyes and listen. You might see something new. And here's the picture. You can hear the sound of the crickets here. Do you see all the musical notes here are supposed to symbolize the crickets? Here's our swan friend, and here is our mouse. This kind of reminds me, yesterday, I went outside at night, and it was, in Defiance, when it's a clear night, you could see the stars, you could see the moon, you could see the other planets. And, I'm one of those people who loves to stargaze, and I just was out there and just trying to pick out the planets, trying to pick out Mars, and it was just one of those things where, I think it was a little bit on the surface, but I could not see Venus. It's just really, really nice, just to, when there is just no light, and you can just, everything is just lit by the moon. It's just beautiful. All right. All right. Next one says tap, 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 tap. The thing is, Virginia, it's there's a lot of light pollution where I am in Virginia. So you sometimes could see things, but not a lot. So tap, 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 tap. Let's see if there's another page here. No. So let me see what I can do here. Let me see if I can scan this. See, I don't know how this scanner works. Hold your phone. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. So this is supposed to be the symphony. Yeah, this is just really a nice book. So this is the Wild Symphony with all of the animals in it, and the other thing is, I think it tells a really good story. Oh, there is the other page. So this opens up. Look, this opens up into a big. You can see all the animals. I think this is a nice little lesson about how every animal together can create beautiful music. It doesn't matter what type of animal. We're all part of the Wild Symphony. Alright, I think that would be it. So it says, go wild and listen to Wild Symphony on your favorite streaming service. So if you wanted to listen to this music, you can get it on, all of the usual suspects. And this is what Dan Brown wrote at the very end of the book. Dear readers, long before I wrote stories, I wrote music. My parents were both musicians and teachers, and I grew up practicing classical piano, singing in choirs, and attending lots of concerts. Music was a secret sanctuary for me as a child. It calmed me when I felt frustrated, was a trusted friend when I felt lonely, helped me express my joy when I was happy, and best of all, sparked my creativity and imagination. Even now I play piano every day, usually after I finish a long day of writing. Music is a kind of storytelling, and the orchestral movements in Wild Symphony, combined with their accompanying poems and illustrations, all work together. Like a code of sorts. To tell a story and reveal a funny or interesting side of an animal's personality, if you listen carefully, you might be able to find each animal hiding in the music. Even better, every animal in this book will share with you a simple moral, a fun collection of secrets to life that will help you on your way. I hope you have as much fun experiencing Wild Symphony as I had creating it. And it says, sincerely, Dan. Now, there is some kind of code at the bottom that I haven't figured out yet. Do you see that little code? So, and then it has a picture of Dan Brown when he was 1 year old. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it. I enjoy it. So, so that was Wild Symphony. I have to tell you myself, I did not expect this book to be this good. I did not expect the music. I didn't even know, when I bought it, that you listen to it along with the music that Dan Brown wrote. That's just crazy. It's just really terrific. Like I said, I actually I actually found an ad on this on Facebook, and I thought, wow. And I'm always trying to find different types of books to read on Wednesday nights, and I thought this was a perfect book. Actually, it came with the book, Lost Girl. It was a special, like, numbered edition or something like that. So, yeah, I'll have to tell Bonnie when I get home how great that is, and maybe she can read it and listen to the music too, because it's pretty wonderful. I really enjoyed it. Hi, Ms. M. Bonnie's doing okay. She went to the surgeon today because they're going to put some kind of port in her, I think. Oh, I certainly will. So that this way she could do the peritoneal dialysis, because right now she's going to hemodialysis 3 times a week. So, so ultimately, she's going to get the little surgery, I guess, to open something up here, so that they have a place where she could start dialyzing at home. It would be a lot. It'd be a lot better for her if she does it at home. It's better for your heart and things like that. But she's got an appointment with her heart doctor next week, and as long as the heart doctor signs off on the surgery, we're going to be going back to Fort Wayne to get that done. Now, in addition to the dialysis she's getting, she's also having problems breathing. So she actually has oxygen. So it was an interesting day because I kind of had to figure out, I had to take both canisters of the portable oxygen. But then there's the one that you kind of, roll along. So the portable oxygen, we basically refill every day that she uses it. We did okay, between going to Fort Wayne, then going to her dialysis, and picking her up. Well, she just about used all of the portable oxygen, and hopefully by the time I get home tonight, the second portable oxygen container will be refilled, because we have a filling station at home too, in addition to like an electric oxygen maker. So I appreciate that. And Barbara from Toledo, she's doing okay. It doesn't sound like that she's getting many issues right now. She she's back to caring for the kitties in Toledo. She hasn't really talked too much about her health lately. So I'm hoping that she's doing okay. But I wanted to kind of let you guys know also, there is I haven't really been on Facebook as much lately because there's just so much negativity. But I've been actually going a lot on TikTok. And there is a girl on TikTok that rescued a very badly burned cat. And she actually shows this cat what she does to take care of her. She changes the bandages twice a day. Got some really, really ugly burns, but looks like it's healing. I actually reached out to her and was telling her about Gallant. And I was telling her, she's a young girl. She can't be any more than like 25, 26. And she rescued this kitty. And this kitty, it looks, just reminds me a lot of Gallant. Doesn't look like Gallant, but just looks like he really appreciates all the care. I actually sent her a little donation just so that to help her out a little bit. But she's also on Instagram as well, and I think the kitty's name is Cookie. I don't know where she is though. I have not seen where she is, and maybe that's good because sometimes you know, there's a kind of a, you never know what's going on. My niece is on TikTok, and sometimes I'll mess around with her a little bit. You know, she's 13 years old, so I don't really mention that too much. Well, here I think we'll be okay, but like I don't mention it on Facebook or anything like that because she's 13 years old, and she's at that age where I don't really want you know, any of the creeps out there. You know, let me.
This is an uncle.
Hold on for 1 second.
Review from a guy that doesn't wait.
All right, I had to turn that down because, yeah, absolutely, Lost Girl. What I'm looking for. Oh, look who else is on TikTok. All right, I don't know if you remember Amy when she got volunteered here, but she's on TikTok as well. And there's her kitty. There's her doggy Willow. So. Let me see. This is actually the girl that rescued that cat with the burnt kitty, and that takes care of her. Like I said, she's very young, and I don't, you know, I know that she's spending a lot of money, you know, trying to fix, you know, I was mentioning to her that it took Gallant probably a total about 8 months to heal, and I think she was a little, I don't want to say discouraged, but you know, I just said, you know, just do what you're doing, and you know, you obviously have gained. I think the kitty's name is Cookie's trust. I'm trying to see. And I know, like, sometimes she'll do TikTok videos of her changing the dressing, and it's kind of graphic. You know, if you see, you guys remember when Gallant was here the first couple times that Jackie showed Gallant Gallant's burns, how awful it was. Well, I think a couple folks have complained on TikTok, and they took some of the videos down because it's really tough to watch, you know. But this cat looks like it was burned worse than Gallant. It has basically the neck and like down to the back. You know, Gallant at least, you know, had the back, the legs, the tail, and a little bit of his belly, you know. But I just wanted to mention it just because, you know, transaction pending charge, you're being notified, yeah, whatever. So, yeah, I think so too, but here's the thing, Chase, and you see this in Facebook too. They have these algorithms. I don't think anybody really goes out and says, oh, that's violent, we got to take it down. I think there's these algorithms that they have that say, well, there's a word in here or an image, and we're going to flag it. You know, there's not a lot of manual stuff out there anymore on social media when it comes to I'm going to see if I can find her on Instagram. I have to be careful because her name or her it's not a real, it's not a rated G name. So cat lovers, sidekick cat started following me. Suggestions. I don't know who Sidekick Cats is. I'm actually on Instagram, and I'm looking to see if I can show you a picture. But like I said, I'm going to try not to show you any. There it is. Yeah, name is Cookie. It starts with tough and ends in Cookie. All right. So she basically has said, oh, first of all, this is Cookie. Look how adorable. Now TikTok is They were short, Lost Girl, they are short videos. No more than 1 minute. 60 seconds, that's it. So this is Cookie. And I don't know if you could see, but on Cookie's right side, can you see the redness? That's all the healing burns. But this is a really, really adorable cat. And just like Gallant is not bearing a grudge, here's another picture of Cookie. Yeah, Joanne, I get so many cat videos. Oh, God, Gallant was doing this today. I don't know if you missed my story about Gallant kicking everybody off of the desk today. No, this is not Gallant, Wicked Wings. This is a cat named Cookie, who was also badly burned and is being treated. And the girl is tracking his progress on TikTok. And just like Gallant, somebody drew a picture of Cookie. Oh, have a good night, Joanne. So I don't think she has a Facebook page. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. But she's got this Instagram dedicated to Cookie. Just amazing. I just think, I think it's great that, somebody cares enough that has said, you know what, I am going to take this cat. And I think she found the kitty outside. I think I don't know the whole story. Yeah, Danielle, and one of the things that I learned from Jackie is to don't concentrate on the negative. Concentrate on the positive. Concentrate on the wonderful care Cookie is getting, and that this lady is Cookie's angel. Just like when Gallant was here, when Gallant, do you guys remember how people were up in arms, myself included? I wanted to come up here and find whoever did this to Gallant, But it was Jackie who basically said, stay on the positives. The positive here, he's getting treatment, he's getting better, and he is still, a very laid-back cat. So it's about 5 after. I think this book is great, and I can't wait to show it. I did show it to Bonnie, but I don't think I understood that it was like a multimedia. Yes, they went through abuse. So I'm going to get running. Yes, that's true, Lost Girl. She does allow herself, because you know what, we're all human, and you have to, you kind of have to, sweat it out. You're going to be mad. You're going to be. And that night that Gallant came in upset me so bad. And I remember waking up in the middle of the night, hoping that Gallant boy, when he wasn't named Gallant yet, was surviving, because it was touch and go there if he was going to survive. And I check the chat. I come in and I check the cam, and everybody was asking about how Gallant's doing, and she said he's holding his own. A couple days later, she said that she thinks he's going to make it. He's tolerating his treatments, and so I think Gallant is probably one of the best success stories I have heard, and I have that little monster at my house. And today, that Gallant boy, we had 2 or 3 cats on on my on my computer desk because I was working, and Lost Girl knows, you know, sort of knows where I work at my desk. And let me tell you, Gallic got up on that desk and basically, you know, this is mine. I'm up here now. I'm the king. Get off. Get off. Yeah. And he chased everybody off. And then he just curled up and took a nap there. So then I got my little revenge on Gallant. I said, okay, Gallant, if you're going to go up there, I'm going to start clipping nails because he's overdue for his nail clipping. He hates his nails clipped. So I ended up getting a couple nails clipped, but I couldn't get, because, the two things that Gallant really hates is getting his nails clipped and getting his eyes cleaned, because in the corners of his eyes, he's always getting those little eye boogers, as we call them, and he hates getting them cleaned. So, yeah, I get it, Wicked Wings. I get it. And, we lost our kitty at our house, about 3 or 4 weeks ago. You attempted that on your desk. Lucky you didn't lose a monitor. Well, let me tell you, Lost Girl, one of the other cats has a habit for pulling the cable out, and so I lose the monitor. And then I have to frantically plug it back in. Yeah, Emmy. I still feel sad about Emmy because I just feel like, she never really progressed in her 14 years that she lived. She was doing okay when we had Ginny, but as soon as when Ginny passed away, she just turned like feral. I thought it was really a shame. But anyway, I have to run because I got to stop at the store before I go home. And tomorrow it's going to be a crazy, crazy day in work. So, yeah, I know. So, I know. Oh, hi, Boom Boom. Boom, 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 boom. All right, everybody. Thanks again. It was a wonderful, wonderful night. And I will talk to you guys a little bit later. Kiara. Sorry. Good night. Good night, Princess. Good night, Princess.